Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about two books along with two activities that you can do during the first weeks of school. One of the books is titled Chrysanthemum by Kevin Henkes. Um, you can find tons of activities online for this book, but one of my favorite ways to read this book is with this heart, with the heart like this. Those of you who do not know the story, in the story, Chrysanthemum, the main character, gets teased a lot for having a long name, for being named after a flower. So, what I tell the students is that this is Chrysanthemum's heart, and each time Chrysanthemum is teased, I'm going to tear off a piece of the heart. And I start doing exactly that. And as soon as I do it, there is a shift. Students are now more attentive to the story to see what ends up happening. Students are now paying more attention to see what will happen to this heart. And of course, as I start tearing off pieces of this paper, what I end up with is a little piece of paper that has no shape. Students start begging me. They tell me, Miss Hossein, please stop. Do not break Chrysanthemum's heart anymore. And at the end of the story, we have a discussion about the importance of kindness, um, the acts that can be considered acts of kindness. We talk about how powerful words are, because in the story, when Chrysanthemum was being teased, it was words that were hurting her. And then after that, I introduce something called an acts of kindness jar. It's just a plastic jar that I buy from a Dollar Tree, and I decorate it, and I tell the students to give to pay attention to students that are showing, to others that are showing acts of kindness, and to give them a shout out, and then put their name in the acts of kindness jar. And as I do that, students start becoming more intentional about showing acts of kindness. This is a great way to establish routines in the classroom. When you talk about being respectful to one another, being kind to one another, to talk about, this is a great book to talk about expectations in the classroom. And of course, I go a little extra, and I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy fake chrysanthemum flowers, and I put it in one of the corners in the classroom just to remember this book and remember the discussion we had. And also because the the discussion about importance of kindness is should not be a one-day discussion. That discussion needs to happen repeatedly. And the next book that I want to talk about is also by the same author, and is titled Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. And this book, Lily, the main character, gets a purse, and she loves it so much that she takes it everywhere with her. She takes it out even during lessons when she's not supposed to. She is so distracted by it. She doesn't pay attention to anything in the classroom, to the point that she becomes disrespectful to her teacher. So, another book, another great book to talk about how is, we need to be respectful to one another. Another great book also to talk about what not to bring to the classroom. A book to establish routines in the classroom, to talk about the expectations in the classroom. But also, I like to use this book not just for that, for establishing routines in the classroom, but I also like to use this book to teach a reading skill, which is inferencing. So, what I do to teach inferencing is I take out my little purse and I tell them that if I am going to take out some things from this purse, and based on what they see, they need to say something about me. Like, they're gonna make a conclusion, they're gonna draw a conclusion about me based on the things that I'm carrying in this little purse. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna show two things, but normally with the students, I show four things. I limit it to four. And so I take out, and I tell them I'm gonna stay quiet while I'm taking out things. So I take out something like this, colorful pens, and the students say that this must mean that I love writing and I like writing in colors. I chart their ideas on a chart paper, and then I also take out something like this, and students tell me that maybe Minnie Mouse is my favorite character, or that I love Disney. And then at the end, I tell them that both of these are true about me, that I like writing, and I like writing in colors, and I love Disney. And I then tell them that what they just did is they made an inference about me. They used their prior knowledge, what they already know, and the clues that I have given them, these were the clues, and they made an inference about me. So what I know plus clues from the text equals inference. And I tell them that authors normally, quite often, will do not tell the readers everything, and they have to read carefully to, to use the clues from the text and what they already know to make inferences about the characters or about the story, about the plot of the story. And I always find this method to be so effective. By the way, I do not remember where I got this idea from. This was not my idea. I found it somewhere online. This, however, I always do every single year. So I don't want to take credit for something that I didn't come up with. Anyway, those are the two books for today. In the upcoming weeks, I am going to, or even in the upcoming days, I will talk about more books and more activities. See you next time. Bye.